so this is your Tuesday math lesson. Remember, this lesson is, if you complete this entire Nearpod lesson, it is worth 10 points. So do it. It is worth the 10 points because it will go towards your lowest math OLS grade. Do the work. All right, so it is Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. I'm your teacher, Miss Smith, just in case you forgot. My email is tsmith@lsoye.org, and my number is 682-777-9474. So this is your math warm-up. Shelly's manager told her to put the 45 bottles of shampoo on the shelf to sell. She can fit 8 bottles on each shelf. Which strip diagram represents the number of shelves Shelly will use to display the shampoo? Identify the correct answer, circle it, and let's move on. There, hang on. I have to do that first. There we go. So today we are going to solve 1 and 2 step word problems. Why are we doing this? We're doing this so we can solve real world multiplication problems and probably division problems because, they're the inverse of each other. So we know we got it if we can correctly solve 1 and 2 step multiplication and division problems and then explain our thought process. Are we ready? Steady? Let's go. We have some vocabulary words we need to go over first. First, multiplication. What is that? It's simply repeated addition. We also have equal groups. Equal groups are groups that have the same number in each group. I know, you're like, Miss Smith. Duh, but sometimes even Miss Smith needs to have things broken down for her. An array, a set of objects arranged in rows. Remember rows, like a road, and columns going up and down. And division, right over here, splitting into equal parts or groups. So you think about it, equal groups and division go hand in hand, but also equal is a key word in multiplication. We have to, for multiplication, for the difference between addition and multiplication in a word problem is that keyword equal groups. So always important. So let's get this party started, my friends. Roger bought 3 shirts for $10 each. Which model shows the amount Roger spent? So there are some keywords that we need to know, or we need to identify in this problem. Now on this, for this one, it's not a draw. You're like, wait, Miss Smith, I don't have a draw for this. No, you don't, my friend, because it says let's practice, which means let's listen to Miss Smith and we'll work through this. So we know Roger bought 3 shirts, and each shirt is $10 each. Keyword right there, each. So that means shirt 1, S1, $10. Shirt 2, $10. And then shirt 3, you got it. It's $50. No, it's only $10 because each shirt is $10. So, what else do we need to know? We need to know what our question is. And the question is, which models, there's an S at the end of that word, so it means there's more than one model. Which models show the amount Roger spent? So, we don't have a total. So we don't have, sorry, brain hiccup. We don't have a total. So So 10 is not our total. If all the shirts and sorry, I had a brain hiccup, but I've already recorded this lesson like 3 times and I'm not going to record it again. So you're getting this. You're used to my brain hiccups. We're going to start with this one right here, where the 10 is on the top. If the 10 is on the top, that means that would be our total amount for all 3 of these shirts. We know that's not the total amount for all 3 of those shirts. That's just the total amount for one shirt. Because if that was a total amount, because it would say shirt 1, actually, we're going to do 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. Each of those would be how much for each of those shirts based off of breaking apart 10. That's not what we're looking for, because 10 is not our total amount. So we can get rid of this one. And if 10 is not our total amount that we're breaking apart into 3 equal groups, we can get rid of the division problem that shows 10 divided by 3. So those two, get them out of here, because we're not breaking 10 up into 3 equal groups, because 10 is not our total amount, is it? No, it's not, my friends. Now, let's look at the next one. Right here, we have 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. And let's say each circle represents, each circle represents 1 shirt. So 1 shirt, 2 shirts, 3 shirts. The only way this model can represent this word problem, $10 each shirt, would be that there are 10 dots in each circle, or there's a number 10 in each circle, representing the cost of each shirt. But what's in that circle? 4 dots. So this model is not our model, because what this model is showing is, I don't want to clear the whole screen. Where is my eraser? Let me see. I'll just use the white crayon. I'm just going to color over it. I'm going to find the eraser like in 3 seconds, and I'm sure all of y'all have found the eraser. Like, Miss Smith, it's right in front of your face. It's right here. Here we go. Let me clear off this. What this model is showing is 3 circles, and how many dots are in each circle? Right, 4. So this model is showing 3 times 4. That's not what we want to find. We have 3 shirts, and how much is each shirt worth? $10. So it's 3 times 10. So this is not our model. So we can put an X over this model as well. So let's look at these 3 models down here. Excuse me. We're going to start here. We'll start at this circle model. There are 3 circles again. 1, 2, 3. I see 4 dots, but it looks almost as if those 4 dots, like there's a 1, and then it looks like it's making a 10. I see that. It could be a 10. The 4 dots in this one, they were spread apart more. This one, there's some lines connecting it. I could see a 10. So I'm going to say this one is showing a 10. And when I looked at what other teachers were saying for this, they're saying it's a 10 also. So we're going to go with that. This looks like a 10. Sorry, the Pouty just sneezed. So we have 3, and in each circle, there is a 10. So it's saying 10. 3, how much is each shirt worth? Roger spent $10 on each shirt. So 3 times 10. Does this model represent what Roger paid? Yes, it does. So let's put a check mark. Actually, is there an undo? No, there's not an undo. We could have just circled it instead of a check mark. But. All right. Let's look at the next model. 10 times 3. How much is each shirt worth? $10. How many shirts did Roger buy? 3. Does this model work? Yes. This is a straight up multiplication model. This is our easiest one to find and check. Last one. We have 3 boxes. Those 3 boxes can represent those 3 shirts. So let's label those 1, 2, and 3. Shirt 1, shirt 2, shirt 3. Then, how much is each shirt worth? Each shirt is worth $10. 1. So let's check each box. $10, $10, $10. The only thing we don't know, which we don't know with either of these other 2 examples that we have selected, we don't know the product, the final answer. Do we know the product or the final answer of the three $10 shirts? No. That question mark is saying we don't know how much those 3 $10 shirts are. So this model is another model that works for us. Oh, let me clear my screen. Sorry, kids are coming in. All right. Mr. Martin had 16 boxes of crayons. He emptied half of the boxes into a bin. Each box had 12 crayons. Write an equation that can be used to find the number of crayons Mr. Martin put in the bins. So let's look through and see what are the facts that we know for this problem. So, how many boxes of crayons did Mr. Martin have? He had 16 boxes of crayons. He emptied half of the boxes into the bin. Each box had 12 crayons. So, what equation can we create for this problem? How many boxes did Mr. Martin have? He had 6. I'm going to change my pen color. He had 16 boxes. That is his total number of boxes. So we can put 16 right here. How many crayons were in each box? 12. And we know that 12, remember that each is a key word when we are multiplying, because each means equal groups. So each means to multiply. So if we have each and then 12, we can put the 12 right here. So 16 times 12, that goes right here. Now he emptied half of the boxes into the bin. So now that we have the multiplication part, we can do the division part. We've taken care of all of his crayons. We know how many crayons he has. He has 16 times 12. You're like, I don't know how to do two digit by two digit. That's okay, because guess what? They're not asking you to actually solve it. They're just asking you to create the multiplication problem or the equation. So 16 times 12. Now, he emptied half. Half means 2. So when we are breaking something, emptied means we're going to break it. We're going to break it by half. We're going to break it by 2. Divided by 2. That is your division, or the equation that you're being asked to find. Let's go back. Let's go to the next one. So here is your next. These you're going to do on your own. You're going to solve these problems. So Kate bought 4 hats for $12 each. Which models show the amount that Kate spent? Circle 3 answers. It's the same thought process at the beginning. A math teacher had 6 boxes of calculators. There were 10 calculators in each box. The math teacher gave an equal number of calculators to each class. Write an equation. Each of the 4 classes, sorry, skip that 4 part. Write an equation that can be used to find the number of calculators the class received. Remember, it's not asking you to solve it. It's just asking you to create the equation. I'll delete this one. And then this is your exit ticket. Mia made paper swans for her friends. She made 6 swans every hour. It took her 2 hours to make enough swans. She used 3 pieces of paper to make each swan. How many swans did Mia make? Solve the problem, then explain your thought process using a complete sentence. So that is your math lesson for today. Remember, you do this work. It's not even you do this work and you make an A on it, you get your 10 points. Just do the work. And then you get your 10 points. All right. I love you all. Come to open office if you have any questions, or if you don't have any questions, come to open office. It's there 2 times a day. I love you all. Hasta la pasta.